Hey guys, good evening. Um, just want to talk to you guys for a little bit. Something has been crossing my mind, and this is the only serious video I will go into because I think it's important to talk about this. Like lately, I was actually seeing my coworkers, and they're just pathetic and weak. And then when I was talking to the guy at the gym, the sauna, thinking that he could take on a whole army of men, and it's just a joke because he's fat. Why should I take anyone serious who's fat? You know, and I'm gonna tell you something. Latin Americans are gonna be the only savage people in this country. Why is that? Is because we understand violence, real violence, and you gotta have that cork in you. I I hear stories when I was in Panama how the cartels kidnap the women and children and use them as ransom. And none of the guys couldn't, like all the fathers and brothers and aunts and uncles, decided to come together and fight and kill these people, this evil. It's something I've been thinking about because we are not being warriors. It's becoming less populated. It's not, people don't want to kill people, but you have to sometimes. You got to have that capability that you could create violence. And if you can't think like this, then you are useless. And I'm talking like this is because with you can't have peace if you don't understand war. One of my favorite Sun Tzu's phrase: sweat a lot in the time of peace, bleed less in the time of war. And I'm a firm agree. I'm a firm believer in that because deep down, you don't know what you're dealing with. Like you're getting invaded. You're getting invaded by the radicals from another country who don't think like you. You're getting invaded. They're pushing their religion to your, taking away your cross away from you, putting their stupid crescent moon with a star. You know what I'm talking about. And the answer is, what are you going to do about it? And it should irk you up. It should make you angry. It should make you aggressive because sooner or later, the enemy will go to your door. And then that's your ass. How many people need to watch Act of Valor? How many people need to watch all this military propaganda during post 9/11? We are in a crisis right now where no one wants to be a warrior. And people who don't want to be a warrior, you will, it's, you'll get slaughtered. That's it. I'm talking like this because you have to have a healthy relationship when it comes to warfare and violence. Um, it should. I'm not gonna lie. It should brush your skin off with like just like the sand does with your feet. That's what it should feel like. It should be in your skin. It should be in your stench. You're supposed to feel that way. If you don't feel like that, or you don't have that capability, then you are what I call useless. Because how are you going to be a man of peace if you don't understand violence? And I don't care how many like face tattoos, hand tattoos, guns you own. It's the mentality. It's a big, huge thing that the mentality of things to be more violent is important. That's the true masculine warrior archetype, is to have a healthy relationship with that. And you cannot indulge, you cannot drink. It's not about getting the aesthetic look of working out. No, it's important to be that archetype. Become that archetype. Because sooner or later the time will come. And when the time does come, your true self will reveal itself. And I'm talking like this because I think this is time for us to prepare. It's time for us to actually get ourselves together, get our mind together, be stoic, don't complain, don't be a puta, and learn how to actually fight. Pick up a weapon, learn how to use it, you know. Learn some survival skills. I mean, when you talk to women like not in a vivid detail, but just keep things more personal and mysterious. They like that, by the way. And just have that mindset. Whatever, when things go down, you are ready. That's the soldier mindset. Anyone could be a soldier. You have to think like this, because if you don't, you're just useless. It's in your blood. It's in your culture. It's in your religion. And it's something we need to think about, because the warrior archetype is a dying breed, and you cannot be a bitch. You cannot be a scare. You go all the way through. No matter what you need to do, you go all the way through. You don't hesitate. And when you look at the person in the eye, you're doing this for your family, for your survival. And then after everything's done, go to your church and pray. Pray like you never prayed before. And then dip the weapons that you use into holy water and clean your hands with holy water. And then go return to your family. And then tomorrow go and do it again. Because that's what I mean by being a warrior, is willing to do something that a lot of people don't have the labels to do. And you got to think like that. If you don't think like that, you're just useless. And it's very unpopular today because of social media. But sooner or later, the barbarians will come to the gate. And the question is, are you ready? Do you exercise? Do you train? Do you practice your weaponry skills? Do you try to practice on getting really, really good at fighting and understanding violence? Because you need to. I'm done with this peace stuff. Oh, we should be very friendly to them. No. There are some people out there who just want to kill you just because of the way you look. And if you're not on board in that, then you're a lost cause. This is for anyone who wants to keep the warrior spirit alive. And it's gonna be a full-time job, because the strongest people is actually the ones who have to be strong while everybody is weak. It's a job. Just like you're working out, it's a job. Just like you're training, it's a job. Just the way you talk to women in a healthy manner. Let them talk about their days instead of yours. That's your job. Because at the end of the day, that's the way it is. And you have to think like this. If you don't, you chances are you're a failure. And this is not supposed to be going against the failures. This is the perfect time to actually uplift yourself and actually hear what I'm trying to say to you and think about staring at the abyss, but do not let the abyss affect you. When you have to do things, whether you have to and there's no hesitation, go all the way in. And when you do go all the way in, after everything's finished, and there's a peaceful moment, go to your church, pray really, really intensely, wash your hands, your weapons with holy water, and then go and return your family. And then the next day, go back and return to the church, because that's going to be your only salvation when it comes to being a warrior, because no one can do it but you. And you got to be okay with that. And whether everyone thinks they're prepared or not, when a guy is telling me I can take on them, even though he's fat as hell, it's a joke. It's just a joke, man. I'm laughing at you. Most of those people who are in the gates right now are laughing at you, thinking that you're adorable. Oh, look at the snow bunny with his fat ass. It's pathetic, buddy. It really is. Why am I talking like this? I think it's time for everybody to be real about the situation. Train, work hard, live a life of preparedness, live a life of productivity, and focusing on prolonging there's a possibility that you might go to war with another nation or with a person, and you got to be ready for it. If you're not, I'm just going to be real with you. You're useless in my eyes. But anywho, that's all I got for today. Like and comment, and please share this video to your friends and family. And God bless you, and God bless everybody. And again, I think this is the last video I will make for seriousness. I think if I do, I'll just put it in my back clip, or my back of my closet, and then later on I'll bring it back. But anywho, that's all I have today. See you on the next run. Bye.